I want to walk you through a adapted assessment that I made last year for a course. This is a grapheme phoneme knowledge assessment for students who are non-speaking. Now, the one that I based it off of is from Little Learners Love Literacy. It's free on their website and I'll link it below, but it requires a verbal response to participate in the assessment. So I've just made it accessible to students who are non-speaking or minimally speaking, and all they have to do is point or indicate to their choice. So we're going to read out the letter sound, and they're going to point to the letter that matches. So to do this assessment, you just need two things. You need this first file here that has the response plates. It has 4 options on each, and you'll give the sound and they'll point to it. So you need that, and then you also need this other form here that has the actual target sounds on it. I've marked some things in purple on here to just give you a bit of a pronunciation guide for what those vowel sounds should look like. You'll also notice that it's color-coded and the other response plate file matches the color coding as well. This is just a color coding that Little Learners Love Literacy uses, their company uses, and in their packaging, they have their initial code as stages 1 to 4. So it's just those short vowels and consonants in the initial code, and then the extended code beyond that is stage 4 plus onwards to 7.4. So you get into those consonant digraphs and vowel teams and R controlled vowels and other things. So let's take a look. Let's look at stage 1. The first 3 target sounds are M, S, and F. So you would go to the first slide, show it to them. You can, of course, print it out. It's just 72 slides, so it's a lot of paper. I find it works well just on an iPad or showing it to them on my computer screen. But just say the first sound, they'll point to their choice. You record it. The next slide, they'll point to their choice, and they'll point to their choice. So you just go on and on. You can go through it actually pretty quickly, depending on the student, of course, but let's look at stage 6 now, just because it looks a bit different, just to give you an idea of what the assessment kind of looks like. So the first target in stage 6 is shh, and you can see it looks a lot different now. You'll find out a lot about what they know beyond the initial code, which is usually where we really need to kind of zoom in and be like, okay, what do we need to work on? What do I need to do to help them grow their knowledge in this area? Yeah, so that is the assessment, a really quick look at it. I made this as part of a larger whole to part assessment for non-speaking students within the structured literacy paradigm. So I will link all of these resources below and you can use them and try them out. And then there'll be other videos as well that have like single word decoding and non-word decoding, and there's a reading comprehension portion as well with decodable text.